Yeah, I tried killing myself.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, bro.
So
I was not
yeah,
expecting
so
that.
yeah, no. So where do we want to start?
Hold on, I gotta process all this, bro. I can't just.
Man, I wish I had a gun. Would have made things so much easier.
See, that's what I thought the first time too. But do you feel
Fuck,
like
apples, man. That you know how
do you
heavy that
feel
is to hear?
Antelope.
Yeah, this is why I'm late.
Where'd you get
Yeah,
that, boy?
to get food.
What?
Girls in pink. Hey.
Culvers.
It's okay. It's a little bit more expensive than your normal, like fast food, but it's worth
Yeah.
it.
Hell yeah, man. That burger looks massive. Eat that burger, bitch.
What the fuck is Ivan?
He was here and then he just disappeared.
Alright, let's get started. Fuck it.
I mean, yeah.
Apple, turn your camera on, bro.
Oh no, he doesn't have a camera and he preferred not to show his face. He's Apples. He's a mysterious identity.
What if I
He's
just
an
blur
apple.
it? I already know what you look like. Apples?
I don't have a camera to start with, so
Alright.
yeah, man, I'm broke. I'm poor.
Yeah. Alright. Welcome to Awake and Unafraid. The podcast where we stay awake and are unafraid to talk about everything and anything. My name is Antelope. My co-host Cayno.
Burger.
Ivan's here somewhere. And then we got Apples on the podcast. Give it up for Apples. He doesn't want to show his face because he's mysterious. I don't like their fries. That's the main thing. They're like the...
Oh.
Like these type?
They're the crinkly fries. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't like them that much. They're the worst type of... No, I think wedges are the worst type of fry.
Wedges are the worst.
Like the thick ones?
I mean, wedges are good by themselves, but as chips, that's debatable.
Hey, you know what? When you're this poor, food is food, even from the trash can.
Hey, yeah. Hey, man, I've been there, bro.
Apples. What's been
Oh, what
happening since the last time you spoke with Antelope? What's going on with your life? What?
Oh, shit. Well, let's just start off with a big one. Yeah, I tried killing myself.
God.
Heavily drinking, lots of drugs. Got heartbroken a few times. Moved out of home. Got a new job. More drugs, more alcohol. Got a dog. Crashed my car. Lost my license. And I'm still poor.
Jesus Christ, bro.
So-
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, no, so where do we want to start?
Hold on, I gotta process all this, bro. I can't just. Fuck. Can I be open and like transparent with you? Like, can I dive in? Can I dive in or can I not dive in?
Mate, just go balls deep.
Okay.
Use lube.
All the way in. All the way in. Just shove your arms straight up in there till you're elbow deep and then continue till you're into the shoulder.
All right. Shit, man. I've never. Okay.
What, you've never gone that deep before?
When
It's quite easy. You just use lube, mate, and just fucking go all in. Forget about the person. Just fucking shove it in there.
Why did you want to kill yourself?
'Cause fuck life.
Okay.
You live, you die.
Was there a
Praise
certain experience or a certain person that made you want to decide that?
Not really, no. I just kind of decided, like, I kind of just realized, you live, you die. you might as well get it over and done with.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you didn't. Thank you.
Well, he
I
said he
almost
tried.
did.
He tried.
I actually almost did. I was in hospital.
What'd you
Yeah,
do?
no,
There was a lot of pills in the house, like medication, and yeah, there was no more medication in the house after I was done.
Okay.
And then I went for a walk after I watched Spider-Man. Then I went for a walk. Yeah.
So you took a bunch of pills, went for a walk, and then collapsed or something. Somebody found you, or how'd that work out, or how did that happen?
No, I decided to go to my mate's place to do some more drugs.
And
And
he's the one
then-
that called the ambulance.
No, actually, they just dragged me up to the hospital when I couldn't stand or see straight and was vomiting
Did they know
and
that you
in and out of consciousness.
Yeah. Did they know that you were, that you took a bunch of pills before heading over there?
No, they did not. I had no idea.
Damn, bro. So like you went, like what? I guess when
I went there for like a few cones and then I wanted to go for walking again. But
Oh, I see.
after like the first 2 cones, I was fucked up.
When you are you saying cones?
Yeah,
yeah,
cones.
like bongs.
Okay.
Having a billy, mate, having a chuff.
Welcome
Okay.
to the Down Under, where we say words that make sense to us that don't make sense to you.
Yeah. That's why I was like, okay. I have an
Yeah,
idea. I had an idea what it meant, but I wanted to confirm. That's
They-
tough, man.
My mates call me the chuff chuff king.
The choof king. That's tough, man. I have
No,
nothing
actually,
to say.
it's not pretty tough being the king.
Well, it's tough for me to like even comment or say anything because like I've never been through anything like that. I don't know if the boys want to chime in here and give their thoughts or whatever, but I'm speechless.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Normally people are.
I'd say.
And then there's
I-
me just making jokes about it. I don't care anymore.
Ivan, you got anything, buddy? Because I know you're big into this.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you're big into suicide?
I've tried to commit suicide 3 times.
Oh,
times.
wow.
Huh?
Yeah, right.
No, I don't think so. Hang on. But yeah, no, I tried to commit suicide 3 times. The first time, it was a brand new gun. I went over to like this open ass field. I had my rifle and I had my handgun with me, and I went. What's up?
Huh?
What'd you say?
No, keep going.
I didn't say shit.
Oh.
You keep going, man. I'm listening.
No, yeah. So
Kind of.
I went into the field, and I kind of sat there, and I see like my family looking for me, and then I see the cops show up, and at first I'm like, fuck it, suicide by cop, why not? It's the way to go. I had all my ammo, had my rifle, and then I told myself I couldn't do it anymore because I don't think I could do that to somebody, because taking somebody's life is a heavy toll. And I couldn't do that to somebody else. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just do it myself. So when I pulled the trigger, the gun didn't go off. And I tried a second time, gun didn't go off again. Mind you, this is a brand new gun and brand new bullets.
Man.
Do you have any questions for Apples there, Ivan? About
Do you...
Man, I wish I had a gun. Would have made things so much easier.
See, that's what I thought the first time too, but do you feel like...
apples, man? That how
Do you
heavy that
feel-
is to hear?
No.
That's crazy, bro. That to me, that's so heavy. That's so heavy. Like I there is very, very rarely I ever get speechless, and like for somebody to say that,
Huh.
it's like, god damn.
Well, you know what? I feel like I've just achieved something for making you speechless.
You stupid motherfucker.
He just unlocked a new achievement.
All right, you guys
No,
continue.
but-
I'm just listening at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so do you feel like Apples? Do you feel like you can be honest? Do you feel like you would try again, or do you feel like it wasn't worth it the first time?
No, I wish I succeeded the first time. Like honestly,
Even
I
now?
always got.
Even now?
Yeah, even now.
Apples.
I
long ago-
always.
How long ago was
I've-
this?
This was going back. Shit. Maybe 3-4 years now.
That it happened?
Yeah, and honestly, every day I wake up, and it's always on my mind. It's always on my mind, so I try and keep myself as busy as possible because I made a promise to someone that I wouldn't try again. And the only reason I made that promise is because they got a kid now, and they've named me the godfather, so it's not for them, it's for that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's understandable, man.
Okay, well let me ask you this then. So the way I mean you're a grown ass man, I'm a grown ass man. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you how to think. You know,
Oh, sometimes I'm grown.
but I gotta I gotta say this, because it's just okay, so you obviously feel emotions. We all do. We all hate, we all love. Obviously you're saying that you did it for the kid, but you gotta love that kid, right? In order for you to be their godfather and stuff. Like you gotta have some love for that person, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you gotta also like love yourself. No?
I don't know, actually.
I mean,
So that's the challenge on its own, and like loving yourself after something serious. Like, I mean, at least to me, that was the biggest challenge. Like trying to find a reason, trying to find something to love myself, instead of trying to do it for somebody else. Because
Exactly.
after the first time when I did it, I'm like, okay, like I'm not gonna do it for my kids. I thought about my kids, where Apple's thinking about his godson, or his godchild. Learning to love yourself or try and love yourself after something like that, where you don't feel like there's much worth in life for you, it's gonna be one of the hardest things. It's gonna be a big ass challenge, and it's gonna take years for someone to get into that mindset.
Yeah, after I woke up the next day in the hospital, I felt like a completely different person. I felt like I was just a completely different person.
different how? Like different like good or different like
Like,
bad?
like I didn't give a shit about anything or anyone anymore.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
because like in your mind you made that decision already, and obviously it didn't go.
Yeah, like the day I did it, I was just like, alright, I'm not waking up tomorrow. Fuck yeah, let's go. And then I woke up in the morning and I'm like, fuck, now what do I do?
Yeah, because you didn't plan for that,
Exactly.
so it's like
I
fuck,
mean,
now I'm stuck here basically.
Yeah. It's like, what do I do now? Where do I go?
At least you have something.
When do I try again?
At least you have something now, Apples, that you've got yourself a puppy. You've got something that you can keep yourself maintained, and you can now sort of look that you're maturing, you're sort of understanding your purpose in life a bit more, and
Am I?
you've
Am I?
you've got yourself a puppy.
I still feel like my purpose is to do as many drugs as I can.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh.
I feel like okay. Apples, I'm gonna go, fist all the way up to the elbow or whatever the fuck you said.
Older.
I feel I'm not an expert. I don't know this shit. You know, it's just my personal opinions and stuff. So obviously, you know, don't. I'm not an expert in this shit, you know, but this is a podcast, and we gotta give our opinions and discuss, right? So, I feel like the drugs, the puppy, even the grandson or the godson, you know, those are like bandages for bullet wounds. I feel like you have deep wounds, and these things are just bandages that are temporarily, but they're not gonna fix the issue. I don't know if you've thought about this or not. I've never been through a experience like yours. You know, I have been down where I don't love myself and stuff like that. You know, and I had to dig myself out of that hole. And I thought, and I figured out why is it I don't love myself, and then I started working on that. Is that a discussion that you've had with yourself? Like, have you thought about like, why am I this way? Why do I not feel like I love myself? What is the issue going on? What are my demons inside my head, inside my heart? And like, have you thought about what the main source of this is?
Honestly, I've thought, but I can never pinpoint anything. I can never actually come up with anything. And now that I've been like this way for so long, it's just normal.
Have you sought help?
No. 'Cause I'm good.
No, you're not good. You're not good.
I'll give you something, Apple. So obviously we went through some shit. And after that, man, I was an absolute mess. And I don't think like seeking help, it's alright. It sort of points you in the right direction. You unfold some shit, you find out new puzzles, you find out new ways to figure out yourself, and then you sort of go off on your own adventure and like find that. So that's just my personal opinion about getting help or whatever, but everyone's got their different ways of doing things. Did you ever, because obviously your family and my family are quite close, did you ever sit down?
Are they these days though?
I mean, not these days, but
yeah.
I mean, we're still close. We've reignited the fire, and you know.
We have actually, and it's been fucking great.
Yes, woohoo! Did you ever sit down with your mum and just sort of talk to her about how you're feeling and like what's going on through your mind, or did you just thought, fuck it?
What, before I did it? Try killing myself?
Just in general, like even now, do you still reach out to your mum and go, oh, I'm having a pretty shit day, or?
No.
No, you don't reach out to any of your friends, or?
Nathan. But that's because like he's always around.
I want to chime in on something that you said, Cayno. Okay, so I've never thought of, you know, ending my life. I don't know if it's because I'm a coward or because I just haven't been mentally that unstable or that, you know, I've never been in that dark, you know. But obviously I've been through stuff, and there's been I used to, you know, drink every day. I never did drugs because, you know, it's just not what I am or who I am or something like that. But drinking every day, crying every day, going days and days and days without sleeping because my head is racing. You know, my emotions won't let me. You know, I've been in that dark place before. Not to that extent, obviously, but, you know, when I had to dig deep and be like, look, this is not healthy. I need to learn how to love myself. I know I have my family. You know, like even this little motherfucker that's around here, my dog, he means the world to me. And if anything were to happen to me, then, you know, this motherfucker he'll fucking die without me, basically. And my family, my friends, all that good shit, because I do have a good support system around me. I do that, and I know I'm saying that with privilege. I know not everybody has that. So like, again, I'm just talking about my own personal experience. So I know how that sounds, you know, because I can say that with privilege, and I understand that. I leaned heavily to my friends, to my family, mostly my family, you gotta let yourself be vulnerable. You gotta be able to express your feelings to your loved ones. You gotta be able to cry in front of them. You gotta be able to like let loose and be vulnerable and let yourself be hugged by that love and that support system around you. Again, Apples, I don't know if you have that support system or not. But if you do, you have to lean on that. You need to let yourself be vulnerable. You gotta let it all out and lean on them. Is that something that you've tried or is available to you even?
Yeah, no, I got a couple peoples that I speak to on the regular, and that I actually tell these people everything.
Good. And has that
I
helped
guess
you a little
it's-
bit?
But the thing is that they're actually kind of in the same boat as well. So we kind of actually just bounce off each other.
I guess it's hard as well in that sense. You're trying to unload all this information, but you're not trying to scare anyone away too much, where you just want to unload a bit at a time, and as you unload that bit, a bit more hops onto the boat, and you're like, fucks, like trying to, what is it? Scoop out water out of a sinking boat, pretty much. So,
Yeah. You gotta plug them holes up first,
Yeah.
and you can get the water out. Just don't use a shovel because it don't work too well. See, man, I may be all depressed and shit, but I'm still funny.
I was gonna say
yeah. Fuck, Ivan, you wanna jump in here?
Well, I
Fuck,
mean,
his fan.
I know it's hot, bro.
Bro, it's hot in here too. Trust me. My PC is fucking right next to me, and this shit's a fucking heater. But we pull through, man.
No, dude.
Anyways.
Damn, I wish my PC was a heater. My feet are fucking freezing.
Ugg boots.
no, I
Get some
just
Ugg
wanna
boots.
I need some Uggs, boy. Merlin, where are ya? I'm about to turn you into some Ugg boots, motherfucker.
Yeah, the dog. Nah, man. I just wanna start with saying, like, if you ever need somebody to talk to, I mean, I can relate to your situation. If you need somebody ever, like whenever, man, even just shoot the shit, you know, nothing has to be nothing serious, nothing crazy. But if you ever need somebody to shoot the shit, you can always hit me up. I'm not a professional. I don't always know the right thing to say, but I will be there and I will listen, no matter what.
That's all that really matters, anyways. That someone's there to just listen.
Yeah, because for the longest time, like I was gonna kind of piggyback off what Antelope was saying, but one of the things that he kind of mentions, like, or Cayno mentioned too, is like having that support system. But it's hard having a support system when it's with people who don't understand your situation. Because I've had it several times where people are always like, they look at you like, oh, why are you sad? Like, what's there to be depressed about? You know, and they question you. And that's not what you want to hear. You don't want to be questioned. You just want somebody to say, hey, man, like, hey.
I've spoken to people like that before, and I've turned around and told them to go get fucked.
As you should, bro.
Yeah.
I was just like, fuck off, you don't understand, cunt. Don't tell me there's nothing to be depressed about. Wait till you're depressed, you fucking cunt.
Yeah.
You've had life easy.
And it's crazy you say that, because unfortunately, when in my younger years, I was that type of person, and I didn't understand how fucking privileged I was. I didn't understand how lucky I was to have both my parents, be able to go to school, have a roof over my head, food. I didn't always have the nicest clothes. I didn't always have the nicest shoes, but I always had clothes on my back. And I never had to struggle. I never had to until now as an adult, when I'm like on my own and trying to figure out life, that's when I figured, like, shit, you know, where's my next meal going to come from? As a kid, I never had to worry about that. And
my next meal is coming from the fridge.
Exactly. That's exactly how I was. And I used to be that person where I was like, bro, why are you depressed? Like, bro, life is great. You know, stop being a fucking, stop being weak-minded or whatever. Until until life fucking hit me in the face. You know, I lost everything I had, the love of my life, heartbroken, all this shit, you know, and I was like, fuck. I've never experienced anything else like this in my life. Why am I feeling this way? You know, and then I started thinking like, fuck, man. And then I went through the same thing Ivan said, you know, like, bro, just, you know how many bitches are out there and how many girls are out there for you? How many this? Why are you depressed? You have all this going on for you, blah, 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 blah. And those people don't understand. And they don't understand because they've never been through it. And I was naive and I was stupid. I didn't realize it either until it happened to me. So now it's like, fuck, man.
Shit hits people differently too.
Yeah.
It's never the same. But people who have gone through similar stuff can relate in some sort of way.
Yeah, but never truly, yeah.
Damn, that was deep.
That's what I'm saying.
The wise apples himself.
And I've always
I am a philosopher.
No.
Trained in martial arts. Philosophy.
He's that pink lady.
I'm a strong believer.
Old John down on the corner gave me my training.
I'm a strong believer in you know, and everything bad that happens to me, I always try to look at the good side of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Always got to have a laugh and shit.
yeah, always gotta have a laugh, but also like learn something from it. And if you could teach the next person or anybody else from your life experiences, even the bad ones, you know what I mean? Then you know that does serve some purpose. You know, I've said this to Ivan before in the past. You know, I don't know if you're a religious man or not, you know, but I do believe in God, and I believe that God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. And I say that about you, Apples. Everything that's happened to you and all this shit, you know, these are tough battles, but you know, you're also a strong ass motherfucking soldier, and that's you're living proof of it because you're still here with us, and you're living every day, battling your demons. But hey, you get up every morning, you handle your shit with your chest up, head up. Obviously, you still have all these demons fighting, but you're still, the fact that you're still here fighting these demons speaks highly, highly, highly of you.
Yeah. There's days where I just disappear, which I have actually done. I have done, and I've almost lost my job because of it. Because I just woke up one day and I said no.
Mm-hmm.
I just said no to life and completely disappeared, turned my phone off, everything. And almost lost my job because of it. Yeah. There's hard days. There's days where it's really hard, and then there's days where it's just cruisy, and then there's days where it's just manageable.
I think as well, what I've learned is you can go through all these friend groups and you can find different friends and be friends with like different people.
Yeah.
But it's the ones that you can sort of mend with and bond with, and that can understand everything about you, understand everything about, you know, what's going on, are the ones that will make you the strongest, and they're the friends that you want to keep around.
Mhm.
Yeah, friends come and go, as they say, which is true. So yeah, no, I feel you. Anything else before we move on, there, gentlemen?
Can I get a suicide? Suicide!
No, you stupid motherfucker!
I'll give you a Sue. Sue.
Keep it going. A slide.
The Apples. Have you seen do you know what the semicolon means? A semicolon tattoo?
Not a clue.
Show
So
him
this-
yours,
right.
yeah. Show him yours.
So this one, so basically, in the way they describe it is, the semicolon is used in writing. The semicolon is used like the writer could have ended the sentence. The writer chose not to. The writer chose to continue, like the sentence or the story. So they relate it to suicide. You know, like you have the semicolon either as a remembrance of somebody who lost their life, or as a reminder of like, hey, you could have ended your life. There was that possibility, but something or someone pulled you out of it, and you know you're still here for a reason. You're still here going. So I got that. So I got mine after the fourth time I tried, um, back in March, around that time, and I also got it in remembrance of my chaplain, because in the army I had a chaplain who would contact me daily, like or every other day, asking how I was, and me and him would shoot the shit, and we talk about what's going on with his life, because he was going through a lot too. He was going through a lot of stuff with his fiance at the time, and like a week later, I tried to call him, can't get a hold of him. He ended up committing suicide. Um, he hung himself, and I ended up going to his funeral, but I found out that 3 days after he committed suicide, his fiance committed suicide because she couldn't live without him. And so I got kind of that as a remembrance, like to kind of remind me, essentially, like, hey, like yeah, it's hard. Like you've been fighting for a long time, but if you fought for so long, you can make it to the end, basically. But I just wanted to share that with you. It's something it's something that means a lot to me, because I could see it every single day, and it's just a constant reminder that there's a lot of fighting left to do, but being as strong as you are, it can get you a very long way.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I hit that gym every day.
Oh,
Pump that iron. Not really, actually.
Oh, you fuck.
I just.
Big things up and big things
I
down.
was gonna say, are you gonna come to the gym?
No, I just go to work every day.
You should
And
come
then
to the gym with me, Apples. God.
Yeah, dude, go hit the gym, man. Honestly, it's not just a physical
I'm
thing.
broke. I can't afford the gym.
Well, I'm getting some weights at home, so you can come work out with me if you want.
There you go.
Oh, sounds like a date.
Sounds like a date.
And
It's a
help,
date.
even
Does
like go for a run, like anything, any
Yeah.
sort of physical activity. Believe it or not, builds your mental. It really does.
Right. Yeah. Well, once I got Merlin's bloody shots, it'll be every day we'll be walking.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be good.
Oh,
Like I don't drink as much or do my drugs as much anymore because I just don't have time with Merlin. Having Merlin around's just taken up all of my time now.
Marilyn is the German Shepherd.
Yes.
Okay.
He's actually what 10 weeks now.
Nice.
give up for Merlin, everyone. Give up for
Yeah,
Merlin.
Merlin.
The true hero here.
No, dead ass. What's next, Apples? Like, what are your goals then? Because I want to know if you have like a to-do list. What's next?
Well, I want another Hilux because I kind of fucked mine up.
Another what?
Toyota Hilux.
The car. It's a car over here.
Okay.
A ute. A truck. A truck.
There you go.
It's
A SUV. Truck.
it's beautiful. It is. Oh my god.
There you
The
go.
Hilux. The
it is-
3.0 turbo diesel.
I'm gonna look it up. I want to see. Oh shit. Toyota Hilux. Toyota.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to excuse myself so I can go touch myself real quick.
Hilux.
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 Dude, that's actually
Motherfucker.
that's a nice truck. I can
It's
pull it
a
up if you want.
Ooh,
It is
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, I got it here. Oh yeah.
Damn.
Damn, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Dude, it's banned in the United States.
What? What do you guys got?
Ah!
This shit?
Australia.
Well,
Australia.
yeah.
Australia for the win.
Antelope. This is the closest thing I had to Australia. Yeah. Australia rules.
Mate, I just want to say your team is shit.
Yes, my team is shit. Shut up. Shut up. Okay. What are you? You're an Eagles supporter. Shut up.
Actually, no.
Didn't your team just lose a match, Cayno?
Actually, no. I'm not an Eagles supporter, mate.
What are you?
I'm a supporter of the
No,
druggies.
Essendon. That's it.
Yeah, my whole team's on drugs.
His team got done for a drug scandal a couple of years ago.
The entire team, including the doctors and the coaches. Everyone got done for drugs.
What team is this?
God.
It's called Essendon.
Essendon in the
Oh
AFL.
my God.
S-N... Yeah, Essendon, yeah.
Oh God, fucking charged with some
And
sort
then
of drug
SM.
scandal shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're called the Bombers.
And they're not in
They're-
the AFL anymore.
No, they are. But the whole team
Got like booted.
got a what was it? 1 season suspension, including coaches. Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
So-
bro.
So the next season they had basically a full fresh team and
Did they take-
coaches.
Did they take Joe Watson's Brownlow off him, or did they let him keep it?
I can't remember actually.
So at the end of the year, you get a medal for like the outstanding player, MVP, la yada yada.
It's the best award you can get in the AFL.
And one of the Essendon players got it, and then they had a big tribunal about whether they should let him keep the medal or not.
Yeah.
Dude, that's gnarly, bro. I don't understand how that didn't make news over here. That's crazy.
It made news. What they talked about it for weeks, even months.
It went on for years.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it
It
Then.
went on forever. They even had reporters showing up to their training sessions, interrupting their training sessions.
Just yeah. Damn.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It
dude.
affected a lot.
So, Ivan mentioned tattoos, and me myself, I know you've got a couple of tattoos. I can't remember how much you have, but first of all, what do you have? And second of all, would you like more? Do you have that sort of itch to get more if you can afford them?
We're talking about me because you said if you can afford them. Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely plan to get more.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. What do you got at the moment?
So I've only got one, and it's just so I've got on my underside of my left forearm. I've got Send It, which is reference to my group in Perth,
Gotta fucking send it.
and then I have Ralphie on my arm underneath that. So it's Send It Ralphie.
Ralphie,
And-
like you have the name Ralphie, or is that like a character of some sort?
No, Ralphie is actually my surname.
Oh, okay, okay.
Well, Ralph is my surname, but everyone calls me Ralphie, so
Okay.
Oh Lord, Apples is now known as Ralphie.
no, I'm not.
They're uncovering you a little bit at a time. How dare they?
Anyone call
Ralph's
anyone call me fucking Ralphie, man? It's gonna get a big schlong up their hole.
Hey Ralphie.
Ralphie.
Man,
Ah,
Man.
Oh
fuck God.
no, I tripped.
you know how much I love my Speedway as well.
Yes. Yes.
Speedway is literally my way of life.
Do you guys know what Speedway is? Would you have to describe Speedway, Apples?
It's a religion. No,
Wait, I want you to describe it as best as you can, okay?
Okay, so, oh,
I was
how many words can I use?
I was waiting for a stupid answer.
we could be here all day long.
Can't go from round.
So there's a few different classes in Speedway, but the top one is sprint cars, 410 sprint, winged sprint cars, sorry, and they are a completely modified thing. So they get built from ground up. There is nothing really the same about them and a road car, really.
I'll share my
Except for
screen soon.
engine, 4 wheels, steering wheel, and stuff like that. But yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, they've got
shit.
a customized 410 cubic inch V8 engine
Okay.
in them,
Oh, this holy shit.
and they
V8
put
and that.
I've seen those. I've seen
Yeah.
those. That's just.
yeah they push up to 900 horsepower straight to the rear wheels,
Yeah.
and that
Damn.
is and they can get up to speeds of like 270 kilometers an hour. I don't know what that is in miles.
I don't know.
Um,
Sounds fast though.
oh, it is. And then, and this is on wet clay, and then and there's up to 24 cars on a track, and they turn left.
Pretty much NASCAR,
And-
but on dirt.
Yeah.
And not
It's
a
it's
full-size
way
car.
more interesting. It is way
Yeah.
more interesting.
I've seen where like these things like crash and like because there's obviously a human in there in a tight space and damn dude, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. I love it.
Apples loves it that much that he's got himself a simulator for it and like a little steering wheel and.
Yeah.
What-
I'm on iRacing like all the time, which is the simulator that I race on.
Fuck yeah. No, that sounds
Actually,
tight.
uh,
I wanna
yeah.
get one of those like I wanna get like the steering wheel with the paddles here on my PC and shit. All that stuff sounds like fucking fun.
Mm.
Oh.
And you want to know how much I love Speedway is I'm actually watching a live stream right now of.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same way with basketball. Yeah, basketball is my religion. So when you said, I knew it had something to do in that area with like cars and stuff, or racing.
Yep.
When Speedway is obviously in the name. So when you said religion, I was like, oh, I can relate so much. You know,
Yeah.
if anybody said what's basketball, I'd be like, oh, it's a religion, bro.
Yeah, no, you get me talking about Speedway and I'll just talk for hours, so you just got to shut me up.
Yeah, because I remember it was years ago when me, you, and Cayno played, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
when we first met, yeah, that was fucking awesome.
What game did we play? Was it Devour?
Apex Legends.
Oh, we
I
played
remember
Apex
that.
first? Okay, yeah, we probably played Apex, and then I didn't make a
There
video.
was that scary game as well.
Oh, what was that called?
Pacify.
Pacify?
Yes.
Pacify.
Yep.
Where we're like in the house.
Because I would watch the stream whenever Antelope would stream it. I would watch it.
Oh, that's right. Antelope streamed it and I recorded it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I recorded as well, but my video got corrupted.
Oh. Because I remember. I'm not sure if you remember, but we had that random person join our lobby.
I did too. That's right.
Who the fuck are
Who
you?
the fuck is this guy? Oh man, no, gaming's awesome, man. Gaming's
Yeah.
fucking the shit, dude. Especially when you do it with like, you know, obviously we're doing it for content, but it don't feel that way, you know, because you're playing with your boys and stuff. So it's definitely
It's always so much better when you're playing with your mates.
yeah, always.
Even when you're recording, like you just get in the zone with your mates and you just even forget that you're recording.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I'm trying to get back into gaming as well, because I've just been focusing on the podcast. But I definitely want to, you know, continue gaming because I know there's an audience there that I'm not paying attention to that they want me to go back and stream, but you know, just kind of like you, Apple, I just kind of lost the interest.
Yeah.
So I lost the interest to stream and play games, but like something about me is that I always like creating something. So I'm never gonna stop creating. Maybe I'll, you know, move on to different things, but I'll always put content out there, whether it's a podcast, gaming, vlogging, whatever it may be, you know. But I definitely want to go back into gaming for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go Apples, you go.
Yeah, no, gaming's good. It's a good escape from reality.
Yeah, 100%. Closing thoughts, gentlemen. Ivan, we'll start with
Do you have any?
Well, like I was saying, man, Apples, if you ever need anybody to talk to, man, you can always message me. Ever, honestly,
Anyways,
always here,
anyone else, yeah.
anytime. Yeah, life for reals, man. Like I know what it's. And I don't like when people feel alone because that's what happened to me for the longest time. I felt alone for a very long time, and it was brutal.
I feel like this is a very strong group here. This is a very, very dynamic group that we got going at the moment. We got 2 Australians, we got 2 Americans, ready to fucking conquer the world.
Look out, here we come.
Yeah.
No Japan.
We'll get
No,
somebody.
fuck Japan.
What? I love
We'll just
Japan.
bomb. We'll just bomb them again.
No, I love Japan. Obviously, this was a heavy episode. That advice doesn't just go to Apples, but anybody watching that, you know, is going through a lot of stuff. I'm a DM away. I'm a comment below away. Cayno is a DM away. Ivan, all of us, you know, reach out to us if you feel comfortable enough talking to us. I promise you, we will make time.
Just a drug deal away.
If you guys ever
Give me
need
drugs
us,
and I'll give you. Give me drugs and like, I'll fucking chat with you for hours.
I'm gonna put the suicide helpline in the bio below, or and in the comment section below. It's also on screen right now. If you
Don't be afraid to reach out.
Don't be afraid to reach out to us or call that number. Get help. And thank you, Apples, for educating us, giving us your stories, man. I can't imagine.
Just remember, people, it's okay to go shoulder deep here and there.
It is okay. It is okay.
Even if the other person doesn't like it, it's okay.
It's all right. All good.
Just put a bag over their head, gag them or something.
Okay, I'm gonna go that far. Thank you for staying awake and afraid. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks again, Apples, and everybody. Peace out, y'all.
Apples, what happens if they don't subscribe?
Oh yeah, subscribe. What happens if they don't subscribe, Apples? He's gonna say some dark.
They get shoulder deep from both arms. One goes down the throat.
Oh.
And the other goes up the ass.
Like an
you know,
accordion.
it's like,
Ooh, kinky.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. You just fucking squeeze that motherfucker together. Make him sing.